This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the week. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, just a quick note: I'm going to be out of the office here on Sunday and Monday, but I should have a video for you Sunday night and one again on Monday. Then I'll be back Tuesday for the full Monty again. Okay. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell, stock, commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now the rig count came in there, and they added three on the old crude oil there today, and then they lost one there on the old natural gas. But it's really not a market mover. But just so you know, it's posted right on here on my support and resistance levels here at the end of the video if you want to take a little peek at it. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Let's see what we have going on. Okay. Well, you know what we got here is we had that series of lower highs and lower lows. We put a bottoming tail in here. And then what we had, this candle here, it looks like it's bearish, but it made a higher high and a higher low, which is always good. But then when we complement it with the green candle, which made a higher high right into the 8-day, that's always very, very bullish here, okay? So, again, yesterday, we got above the 8-day. We held that 8-day, which tells me I got to go long and stay long. I am long, and I'll probably hold the long into the weekend going into Monday, okay? So right now here, let's just look at the downside first. So right now, real time, you're sitting at 76.75. What you want to do is look at support level. Look at yesterday's high. That's at 76.52. We'll look at the top of this candle, 75.84. But the key level here is going to be the 75.61 level, your 8 simple moving average, which now you can see, which is curling up here very, very nicely. Now, again, if that's lost, what we'll do is we'll look right to the bottom of this candle. This is very, very key. This is that 74.60, because if you bring this candle right across, that's what we have there for your key support levels here. This 74.59, and basically you just take it off the top of that candle here. That's what we're holding up very, very nicely. But again, somehow say this sells off here, goes on down. All that we're going to do is we're going to look at this candle, look at the closing number, 73.92, and then we'll come down here. You're looking at 72.97, and then we just follow here. You got 72.58. We have 72.20, and then your big retest down here at 71.67. Okay. Now again, if that's say this reverses and this goes all down, then what we do is we just bring these price channels right across here. This is what you're looking for. At 71.41. You can see where that held. Bring the next channel across, and what we have is 70.50, and then we have 70.13. You have 69.28, and we'll come over here to the left. You got 69.11, and then we have 68.80, and then your big retest there at 67.71. I always like to show you where it could possibly go if this price channel at 671.67 is lost, which is basically the bottom of that candle. Right now, we won't have to worry about that, but it's always just kind of good to know. Now, upside, very, very easy. Here's what we're looking for, is you're looking at that today's high, 77.08. And then we're going to be looking right here. You're looking at 77.29. But this right here is a big key level right here, 770. That's what you're looking for here on the upside as far as resistance. It didn't get there today, but we got to see when it does get there what the reaction is going to be. But right now, we got a nice, good bullish run going on here, which is very nice. Above that, we have this 200-day, 78.17, and then we have your 50-day at 78.84. And then what we're going to do is we can come all the way up here. We can look at the bottom of this candle here, which you're looking at 80.22. But realistically, 80.26, that is going to be your target, which is going to be your 100-day. Now, again, if we can get above all that here, then we can just follow the candles here at 81.34. You got 82.27, and we'll look to the top of this candle, 83.10, and then you have your 83.74. You bring that right over, and that's the top of that candle. And then we have your double top situation at 84.52 level, okay? So again, I like to show you where it could possibly go if we get through all this resistance. We don't know what's going to happen. It's still a big brouhaha there in the Middle East, so we got to see how this is all shaking out. But right now, this is looking here pretty good. Now, again, we could hit this 21-day. We could go do a sideways action. That's very, very possible. Or, you know, we could hit that and then come roll right on down. But if it does fall down, then always watch that 8 SMA. As long as that's holding on a closing basis, this is very, very bullish, okay? Just that easy, simple. Okay, so what we had here, we had a positive divergence going on the RSI. It doesn't look like much, but you have a low here and you have a low, have a real low here, and you have just a little bit higher low than we have here. That gives it that positive feel, and then she goes, just can see where she rallied up here nice. Now this here is looking really good. The green and red, well, they're kissing it up here pretty good, but it hasn't crossed yet like we have here. So if it can cross this and get that spread going, then this is the kind of chart we'll be looking for here, there on the upside. So just be a little patient here till next week. This is really good trading here, but for me, I'm long, and I'm going to stay here long here, and just to see what's going to happen here beginning of next week when it gets up to this 21-day. Is it going to go through the 21-day and hit that 200-day? Is it going to blast through to hit the 50-day? Or what is the reaction going to be? Is it going to come right on down? That's what we're all going to be looking for there next week. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas daily chart all stretched out here very, very nicely. Okay, now you can see here where we just had this a low, lower low, lower low kind of situation, but we had the positive divergence here on your RSI. So always look for kind of a tails, okay? So we have a low, a higher low, and a higher low as this is falling down here. So that's positive divergence, and obviously you can see how that carries right out. But this is like your first tail. Now this here, we came all the way down here on your MACD, and it was going sideways. Now you can see where your green is above your red. That's buying signal there. So we got to see if it's going to hold or it's going to flip back over again. But this is looking at a really nice, good week of trading, because look at the bottom here. You got as low as 1.88. And then today the high got is 2.187. So we had a pretty good trading range here as far as the on natural gas going. Now the scalping I thought was really good this week on the UNG and on the oil. Now I didn't scalp anything today on natural gas. I just didn't see the risk to reward here. Just wasn't enough for me. There was better scalps like in the crude oil here, the technology. A lot better stuff going on here than what we had going on here. But right now it's a pretty quiet market, because what we had yesterday, we had a pretty good run up over that jobs report. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the following previous week here, we had what? You had a bad jobs number. But when you look at this job number here yesterday, you know, you had revisions of last week. It was just a big nothing burger, okay? So, you know, they're not going to make no, you know, Fred's going to come in there and make an emergency cut to 75 points. You're dreaming. It's never going to happen, okay? So here's what's realistically going to happen. The Fed will probably cut there in September of a quarter point. That's what they're probably going to start off with. And they'll see how the economy goes. And then they'll start doing quarter points here, maybe another one by the end of the year or something like that. But they're not going to be rushing it because the market falls down here. One thing, the Fed should be independent, okay? They should have their own mind, which they're doing right now. They're not going to be worrying about anything else but just, well, to get that inflation back down. Because bottom line, they say inflation is coming down, nothing to worry about. That's all nonsense. Get out of your house. Go to a grocery store. Food is still high. Gasoline is still high. Housing is high. Rent is high. Hotel rooms are high. Car dealerships, that's still high, okay? So until that calms down here a little bit, you know, and remember, your unemployment rate is still only at 4.6%. That's nothing, okay? That's absolutely nothing. If you want a job, there's a job out there for you. So don't fall for all this kind of stuff here. These people need to get out of their offices, out of their basements, or wherever the hell they're hiding, and go out into real war and see exactly what reality is. So I don't think they're going to be doing a whole lot of emergency cutting. I think maybe a quarter point here in September, and then ease it as it goes on. Okay, back to natural gas here. Now you can see here where you have like an indecision candle, but we did make a higher high and a higher lows, okay? So yesterday you had that high of 2.17. Today we had that high of 2.18. And this is what you're going to be looking for right here is going to be this 100-day at 2.23. Now again, if we can get above that, this is the top of this candle. This is what you're looking for. That's at 2.27. And then we're going to come right up here to 2.36. That is going to be your 200-day, and then right above that we have 2.43. That is your 50 days. It's going to be a matter of time before this is going to break up here. Now, if you look at a seasonality chart, that's usually the first week of September. You want to get into this thing here for an absolute long trade. For me, I would just been scalping this. I'm going to see what kind of reaction if we get up to this 100-day and through this. What is actually going to be here, or is it going to come up here and then fall right on down? Now, downside, very, very easy here, okay? We're just looking at your 21-day, okay? So roughly 210. This is what you're looking at. That's the downside. If that's lost, you're going to go right here to your 8-day. That's sitting at 2.04, okay? Now, again, if that is lost, you're going to come right to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 2.02. Right here, you got 2.01. We looked at the top of this candle here. We have 1.97. And then we'll come here to the bottom there. You're looking at 1.9, and then we can work yourself all the way down here to the retest at 1.88. But right now, this here looks very, very good because we have your 21-day here, your price is above that, and your price is above your 8-day, looking very, very good here. So just be a little bit patient with this. But for just like what I'm doing here is I'm just trading it. Okay, this is just a trading thing until we can start getting above all these simple moving averages, which we are now above the 8 and the 21-day. Let's see what happens when we hit the 100-day and the 200-day and the 50-day going out. Now, again, once you get above this 50-day, well, then we can just start looking at all these nice candles here. Just bring these price channels right across. Okay, and this is what you're going to be looking for until we get all the way back until you're roughly 3.16 level here, and then maybe even here to this double top situation, which you have 3.37, and then maybe even 3.64. So just be very, very patient with this. This is going to be a really, really good long trade here, but right now the trade is just scalp it long and short until we can get a breakout above that 100-day, or if it closes below that 21-day and that 8-day, then we take a short ski and take it all the way down again. Okay, that's what I got for you here for the last call of the day. Now remember, I'm going to be out of the office there Sunday and Monday, but I will have a video for you Sunday night there, and I should have one there for you Monday morning. So one video there on Monday to get you all going here. So hope everybody has a great weekend, and thanks for watching. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.